So that means that we'll probably be live around now. So welcome to a run of Lost Vikings. So I'm Chansey, and we have here the commentator Have a Camper, which have played this game before. So let's not go into the demo. Let's actually play the game. So we're gonna now be playing the category with having sound on. So usually I'm playing with no sound. This is the 1-player 2-controller category, so you're gonna see some crazy stuff with having 23 buttons going on. So probably gonna be pretty exciting.
Yeah, it's a lot of two-player effectiveness here, right?
Yes, definitely when we go into second stage. Here they have like 3 different paths, so from the first stage, not that much. So you're gonna see a lot of optimized movement, and as you can see here, I'm actually gonna move 3 Vikings that run by using Eric's head bash while we're running along. So a lot about this game is optimizing movement and trying breaking the game as much as possible. We, as speedrunners, don't like waiting around, so boring elevators, no. We're just gonna fall down the shaft.
Yeah, there's already a lot going on in level 2.
Absolutely. It's gonna spike even more later in the game, but this game picks up pretty quickly. There's always going something on when you have 2 controllers to worry about. So
yeah, maybe a quick introduction what the characters can do. So as you can see, Eric is the one who's faster runner and jumper. The Baylock, the guy with the mustache, he's the fighter, and then we have pretty much like protector, defender, whatever. It's Olaf. He can also float,
which will come in handy for a lot of reasons.
Yep.
So as you can see, we're already flying through. So not that much craziness in terms of glitches yet, but we're gonna see that more in the second half of the run. For now, most things are somewhat linear, so there's limits to how much we can break the game. Except having much optimized movement. Also, something you might note is that I'm actually using 2 controllers, as already mentioned, but you're gonna see both Olaf and Balrog being on the second controller a lot of the time, so doing a lot of practice I've learned to play on both controllers regardless of combination, because it's more efficient. Here's the first glitch. You can actually use an item if you take damage. So while Eric was in hit stun, I could just use an item with him. So that's a cool little trick saving maybe half a second. So you've definitely been running this category, or not this category before, but Lost Vikings, so what are your experience as a retro game? Is it a good game for speedrunning, or how do you feel about it? I'm obviously biased, as I've been running this game since 15 years ago and have been
Oh wow, okay. I didn't know.
Yeah, pretty long ago, so back then I was actually running the category you ran in, being the DOS game, so that's actually back then I set that record.
Yeah, I know that your last DOS record was like 6 years ago, and now it's maybe 7.
Yeah, in that category. In this category, it's like a year ago. So enemies, yeah. Once, as long as we can try and dodge them, we're just gonna do that. No
yeah, they don't really care about us. I mean, it's a like especially platformers are always nice to look at for speedrunning games. And this is even a plus because it's like a lot of little puzzles that you can solve and sometimes skip. So also it's a lot of fun with glitches, interactions, like skipping a puzzle but getting in some trouble maybe on the way, and fancy little tricks that need some good coordination. It is very...
And for most part, the movement in this game just feels good. It's pretty lenient. It gives you a lot of space for ledges, etc.
So So yeah, second world.
Which, talking about skips, the next stage is actually gonna introduce the first bigger skip of a stage.
Oh yeah, that's an interesting one. I just now remembered. Oh yeah, next level is...
Yeah, that one is very hard to do with one controller. In two controllers,
exactly,
it's much easier.
That's one of the tricks I learned a little bit later.
Understandable.
It's quite scary. But yeah, with two controllers, that is actually one of the easier ones, I guess. I mean, you still need to do some good coordination between the characters, but at least you are not in a certain time frame with switching around characters.
Yeah, not in the clear yet, but still need to get this one.
Also, this one quite amazes me. To just ignore this guy.
Well, as much
put
as
him into jail, and then not caring about him anymore. Goodbye, caveman.
Yeah. This stage is also gonna be broken, but this is one you could find as a casual, basically. This one is just badly designed.
Yeah, that's true. Bad level design.
We're just gonna...
You could do better.
We're just gonna go up here and hold right. Yay, skip that key.
Who needs bridges anyway? Just take a little bit of fall damage. Oh yeah, this is also quite tight. Okay, here's the
also
upgrade
nice
for the
skip
arrow. Yeah.
Took it a bit slow, but movement. There we go. Now we need a pixel perfect position for Olaf, so got it there, just fine. That was a tad slow, but could do.
There you can see the free character movement again. Just two controllers. And now these cavemen just die because of the fire arrow.
Yes, we're definitely gonna have some fun times with the cavemen without fire arrows. Actually, in the next stage, so a pretty mean little segment. Forgot my... one thing that is interesting for routing this game is when you go to the next stage, you're actually gonna keep the same selection of Vikings. So that is actually a heavy part of the routing sometimes. You don't get that in one controller, but in two controllers it's definitely worth a consideration. So now we're gonna be fighting some more cavemen, but this time without fire arrow.
At least it's consistent that these guys turn into like their vulnerable form at the
there's absolutely
special position.
Yeah, there's no random number generation in this particular part. Overall, in general, for Lost Vikings, there isn't that much random number to deal with. There is some last part of this world and a bit in the next, but overall it maybe switch around 20 seconds, not much more than that, so not much at all. So...
just grabbing this key very quickly and going up again.
Yeah, you do want to make the cycle. This stage is a bit cycle-based, but it's not like you have time to be slow. You still gotta go fast.
Yeah, and since you don't want to kill this guy in combat, just destroy him with the smart bomb. So yeah, it clears... I think we already saw it, right? Oh yeah, we saw it in the level 3. Yeah, true.
basically clears everything off screen. So here we're also gonna make some cycles. Those are fairly tight.
The bubble cycles.
You learn to love and hate them at the same time.
Yeah, I still hate that a lot. Because I always forget, like, after some time, how the correct cycle works.
That's the advantage of playing this game for so long by now. Even when rusty, I can still put up a good performance when running. It's nice.
Oh!
I missed an input. And that means I'm also gonna have a fun time with Eric's cycle now. So let's see if I can save that.
Oh yeah, because it's... yeah,
I think I still make it.
Yeah,
I have to do, but now I have to do this one differently, which is a bit annoying. Which means that the snail can now actually shoot at me, so... No, I got without that.
All the little things. Yeah, with bubbles it matters.
And yeah, any small death can definitely cost between 15 seconds to 3 minutes, so that's also why you have to put the estimate slightly higher when running this game. Taking damage there should be fine, it's just missing the input here at the next one. I could have the shield up here, but it's slower, so I'm gonna do this instead. Because now I can switch to Bale Rock and get more efficient movement by having him running while Eric is doing his section here.
Start doing things. Wrong game, yeah. But Cave Fly is not... well, that could be a new enemy for Lost Vikings 3.
Well, I don't think there's any reason to think that game is currently gonna happen.
Yeah, true.
But it would be nice.
How would you categorize this game? Platformer, puzzle? I would pretty much say exactly that. Platformer and puzzle.
As a speedrunner, it becomes more platformer, but as a new player to the game, it's definitely both.
Yeah, you... like casually you just explore the levels, figure out where to go. And speedrunning, of course, we know the solutions to where we need to go, how to go the fastest there. Oh yeah, there's also this second of this kind of randomness here with the fires. Oh, don't get wrecked here. Oh, nice dodge.
Game is being extremely mean right now.
Holy moly, it wanted to kill you so bad.
Absolutely. That's also why I didn't take fall damage down the stairs, so I can afford one hit. So that's exactly why I don't take fall damage on that staircase.
Yeah, Olaf could protect Balog, but Eric is just...
It's slow if you want to protect Balog, or protect Eric, yes. So I do a trade-off of keeping the hill.
And here we go with the Pharaoh levels, or the Pyramid, or whatever.
Yep.
With another...
Here's
like
everywhere else. Everything can go wrong. Taking that damage is probably fine, but it means I cannot damage boot laser here. So I have to wait this small section. So, time for pixel perfect setups.
It's all about the nose.
It skips shooting down the coconut, which takes 2 seconds, so that was one too much. That should do. So yeah, you have to hit the exact pixel there or you die. But you have big pixels, as I can say a pixel is not... I think it's grouped of 4 pixels, so having a visual setup for a pixel is not that bad in this game. Here we're also just trying to damage boost through to go fast.
Guards can be mean, but yeah.
Yes,
shouldn't
both
matter,
are
really.
on... they have basically 3 different things they can do. Or 3 different timings they can select to jump. So you have to adapt. There's only one place where you basically lose time if you don't, or where you cannot pick to adapt. So it's not that bad. And even though I'm saying you cannot do that, you can probably make up a strat, but that would be extremely hard to have a consistent strat.
Yeah,
I have
it
tried to
wouldn't-
make one, but
wouldn't work.
it was just too hard. So doing a bit of free character movement there, every time you do it you basically save 1 second, so that's nice to do. So here, fun glitch. If Eric is standing on this, it will not fall down.
Yeah, this is like... You could also like
Eric
probably
basically...
discover this while doing it like in a casual playthrough.
Absolutely.
It's just
That
very
one is
unlikely.
easy to do.
Yeah.
So that saves a ton of time. Also, if I get this here... if you hit the switch perfectly, you can cancel your fall damage. I don't think I will be using that later anyway, so that was actually only time we use that. There's one place later you can, but...
Well, technically you already... Well,
Yeah, you can
that
do it
was
all
a bit
the time,
different.
but-
You used it in the past, also with the smart bomb in teleport. But yeah, it's a little bit different, I guess. With items and... Okay, get him there.
That hit is actually really annoying, because I wanted all my free health.
Oh no, and you also didn't get the tomato. Not tomato strat. I'm disappointed.
So I might do something different now.
You're gonna protect him?
I'm gonna use
Oh,
these
you're
guys
fighting.
instead.
Okay.
Usually I would just go up with Eric and do this instead. Now you can go down, I don't need you anymore. So usually I would do this with Eric, it's a lot faster, but with only 1 health, no thank you. Please click.
I mean, he's called Eric the Swift for a reason.
Time for some fun strats. This is certainly
Oh,
something
yeah,
you
this is so cool.
cannot do in
so cool.
one controller. So
Shame, yeah.
we're just gonna use Olaf to fly Balrog across here. That does absolutely not mean we are in the clear. We also need to get Eric over, and that is not simple.
Yep.
Jump control from ladders is actually a bit disgusting. That is one of the few instances where controls are not amazing. If you bonk there, you die. I think I got it.
Nice. Yeah, it's a bit iffy. Like, if you point like into the direction too early with Eric, you just die. Because you just fall from the ladder without any save.
Anyway, the guard decided not to be nice here, so I'm not gonna save 10 seconds.
No.
So you can make that cycle there if you don't get hit, but guard decided to not help me. Well, it's only like 30% chance anyway you get it, so... Didn't really expect it. Why did you jump that? really matter. I think I'll take the safe route for the blue key coming later.
Are you not sure if the manipulation worked? Or?
Yeah, exactly. So this manipulation still works. These mummies kill you in one shot. But we do a pixel-perfect alignment, so you don't get hit. They can definitely hit you if you just try and run past them, but with manipulation, you are fine. But you need to know that manipulation.
Oh, so this thing is interesting coming up with the gap.
Yeah, so sometimes we don't like puzzles. So here, we're gonna ignore this gap. The gap is a lie. We are just walking over. So this is also a pixel perfect. If you get a pixel perfect alignment, you can just walk over.
Thankfully enough, this one is very easy. Like if you get it from the ladder.
Yeah,
just
if you climb down the ladder, you get that perfect alignment. So that one is basically free.
Yeah, there's also a backup for it, but well, not needed in this category, I guess.
Yeah, I don't use it, so... Let's see if I get this thing here.
And now some nice pounders here. I hope we don't get flattened.
This is also one of the times where it's really annoying having music, because that causes lag. And that lag messes up my timing on the bomb later here.
Also, keep attention. Like now I missed the timing, but keep attention to the pounder where Eric and Olaf, not Eric. Sorry, Balog and Olaf are at the moment.
There's basically a rule in this game. If the thing is off screen, it usually doesn't exist. So we're gonna be using that. So now Olaf can just walk through that pounder with no issue.
And they're through. No need to activate it, because it, well, would take some time.
Character swap here. Anyway, that should be okay still.
So just don't get flattened. And easy. Oh yeah, and we never found out why the last level was called Tetris. That's true, Jonas. That's true.
I'm just gonna fix the swap here.
Magnets. Good puzzle thing here.
Magnets are weird in this game. What can you do?
Shame.
Let's just do the slower one then. You can make it to the second spring immediately, but I didn't get it. More interesting, will I get this? Well, not... This is 2 frames instead of 1, but still hard. I think I got it. So
it's a nice setup for the good jump here. For the perfect jump.
Skips you having Olaf up there and being slow. So now we're also gonna abuse things off screen, not being there. So while Balrog is doing this slow part here, we're gonna have Eric running on the upper part of the screen.
Yeah, so only half the knives exist there, because there's also some on the top, as you will see now. But yeah, they are not active. So pretty much you only need to pay attention to 2 instead of 5, I think it is.
Definitely a lot better. And you also get to do movement while Balrog is busy being slow.
True. Also helpful in this section.
Nope, didn't get it.
We have, oh shame.
You can exactly, if you hit it perfectly, you get the timing close to perfectly. And now we're also gonna use things off screen doesn't work, so we're gonna jump through that laser.
Yeah, that's the first of many to come.
Oh yes. Next level we're also gonna make sure to mess up. This is one they actually patched in later versions of the Lost Vikings, but in this we can absolutely
It's a shame.
break
It's
it.
a shame that this doesn't exist in this version. This level.
Let me see if I can get the fast version. I think I got it.
Wow, that's a fast one.
Yep.
Nice. Didn't have to kill the enemy.
Yeah, that is pixel perfect if you're wondering.
Yep. Walls.
The
Oh,
pixel
sometimes
perfect
not.
within the rules of what Lost Vikings is.
Lost Vikings? Lost Pixels? A connection?
We'll see. Again, using things don't exist.
Yeah, so there is also one of these electric gates there. As you shortly saw.
Will I do? Yeah, let's do it like this. Hopefully I don't bomb myself here. Bomb is insta-kills. Which we actually changed in Lost Vikings too. However, they broke ledges in Lost Vikings too, so that's fun.
True. So, a lot of jumping in this one.
I think I got Olaf and Bedrock fine. Let's see. I will lose a lot of time if I didn't. Because I trust I did. And that bomber decided not to be here. Sometimes decides just not to do its thing.
Huh. Didn't know. I haven't experienced this.
It happens from time to time, definitely. Because if I'm holding left now and it falls down, I have to reset the stage. Nah, we're fine. I'm still gonna take an extra jump here because they're desync too much.
Yeah, also this guy decides to be mean and throw in something. Oh, nice one, you got that. So all the puzzle things need to be aligned to give Eric here the platform to move, or the metal to move.
Girder. I think that's what it's called.
Oh.
Right, time for this stage. This one can go massively wrong, so let's hope it's not gonna do that. First of all, starting out with this part here, already difficult, but
Yeah, also the desync can be quite annoying and confusing.
yes, that one took me quite a long time to learn.
So, be nice enemy. Jumping there, right?
I think it's fine. So again, using things not being on screen is gone, so cheat through the wall and cheat through the sliding here. Apparently it doesn't work, they never programmed it to work, so...
Yeah, also the electricity on that floor is not existing.
It's very funny that it actually becomes convenient in the speedrun.
Oh yeah, and also the exit is pretty entertaining.
Yeah, if you get all
One
of
out
them
of
close
two,
enough
right?
to the exit in time, you will still go to the next stage, so it only saves you a second, maybe. But a second is a second. We'll take those.
can't remember. Will you also do it in the in arena?
Yes, that one is easy. This one is actually the difficult one. So.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, if you die there, you lose 2 minutes, and in arena you will lose 3 or 4 minutes. So hopefully I don't mess it up in arena.
Exit from this mortal plane. Yeah, into the next one. That's also one of the fun things we don't get to see in the speedrun. There are pretty awesome texts involving, like, when you die often in a level. You get pretty entertaining dialogues there.
One of the rare occasions I actually use Eric on the second controller. That shot was a bit annoying. This is scary. Because this guy also decided to appear and be annoying.
Yeah, now he's close all the time.
Yeah.
Shame.
I have to be actually extremely careful.
Yeah, because if he gets too high, he also like falls and
yeah,
takes fall damage, and then he will die.
Yeah, I only have 1 health, so had to take that slower than usual.
Into the next world.
Here we're also gonna see an interesting thing about the game. This is the first time we're gonna have a stage that is complicated enough that item duplication makes sense. So we are gonna duplicate a key to skip some of the level design.
Isn't it also the first where it's 2 of the same keys?
Yes, that's definitely is. So they definitely programmed it so yellow keys go to yellow keyholes, red keys go to red keyholes, etc. Makes sense. So unless a stage actually has 4 keys in it, then it's just not gonna work for you. I didn't get the key duplication in the first, but I still have a backup. That will hopefully work. Yep.
Nice.
There's 2 different ways to duplicate keys. One that can duplicate anything and one that can only duplicate keys. So we are not gonna see the first version of duplication again. Unless I get it, but I'm not expecting to.
You will try in arena again, or?
I will try in the last stage. To duplicate a bomb instead.
Ah, okay. True. That's also...
But I never get that one, so
works.
Probably not gonna get it.
Yep, so. And now into the wacky world. Oh boy.
Oh boy, this drop.
Will you make it in time?
Yeah, I should make it.
Yeah, sure. Okay, that works. Yeah, so this is on a cycle basis, kinda again.
This one is actually interesting because it also depends on how close you are to the platform if it actually moves.
Aha, so, but this is a global one, right?
No, it's just as big a range than usual.
No, we all moved these characters down this one, which is not intended. Ah, shame.
That was...
Okay, we get to see it again.
I will still try and take the fast route. But that one is actually kind of costly.
Spikes indeed.
This one I actually might miss the cycle now. Nah, I'm still fine. But I missed that one, so I still need to go back up there.
Let's see. Nice.
That's how it's supposed to look like. I'm not gonna take the fastest version here. You can basically one cycle this next platform coming up, but or maybe I am. I'm actually in a pretty good cycle to try it out.
Oh,
I got greedy. I should
yeah,
have
bit too
tried.
early, yeah.
Yeah, it's because I tried to get the early cycle. It just feels good when you get it. So, and I felt like I actually had a good timing, which I believe I did. I just jumped a tad too early. Right, so let's just take it slightly slower and wait for this platform to go back here. It doesn't save more than 2 seconds, but it just feels good to get.
Oh,
I need to...
Yeah, now you need to set up, because
Yeah.
this is an alignment as well. Oh no, is one of your controllers not moving?
I just need to reset it like this. There we go.
Yeah, to make this gap jump again, or gap skip, you have to align again.
That is one that is way harder in 2 controllers. Because you have to do it with 2 at the same time. Here, we're also gonna try and skip some of the stage. Because we don't believe in doors.
I mean, doors are here to open, right?
Yes.
But if you open that from the inside the lock, like inside a prison cell, you open it from inside. Seems a bit weird.
Well, we open it from the right side.
Yeah. Huh. How did we get there? Nobody asks questions. It just happened.
We just went through it. It's easier that way. Else you would have to take Olaf on a long ride.
This level is
drop here is
mostly
also
solo.
devious. If you want to do this drop fast, you're gonna hate yourself. So I'm actually taking kind of slow.
Yeah, this is also mainly solo action in this level.
Here, skipping or switching away the camera a bit to save a cycle. When you're off screen, you also get immediate max height on your jumps. So, skipping a spring cycle on that.
Oh, will it be the famous tomato skip?
Yes.
Ooh. Whoa, nice. That's so hard. At least for me.
It saves some item management, so you don't have to switch the item. So, nice little improvement. Also, now it's time to show how broken keys are. So,
Oh yeah,
usually
that's a
think
fun
you
one.
use, as I said before, you use red keys on red keyholes. Well, now we're gonna try and use a blue key on a red keyhole.
Oh, worked.
That opened the door, right? Perfect. Keys are weird in this game.
At least it seemed so, yeah.
Well, I got through, so that for me makes it work.
Yeah, but not for anybody else.
Yeah, that I believe that is. I don't remember if it's frame perfect or if it's 2 frames, but pretty precise.
Yeah, also first try.
This one also looks easy, but it's actually not. You have to do a good input on this first string, or you're not gonna make that bubble. So.
Also, you could see at the end of the last stage, he switched to especially Olaf and Belok there.
Yes, I definitely prepared them to do that.
Also, it's fun that you can get this key by just jumping high enough with Eric here. It's supposed to be Olaf coming from up there.
Yep.
But well, we don't care. We do it our way.
I didn't get the key dupe, but that one is only 2 or 3 seconds, so it doesn't really matter that much. So here, this thing is supposed to blow you down while you're in the bubbles or inflated state. But, again, off-screen stuff, we just ignore it. Now time for some interesting movement. Having a lot of Vikings going on at the same time.
Yep, they really like helium. Just jump.
Also here for you new players, this thing here looks kind of difficult, right? Just hold left.
Yeah, you have enough time.
But this is fine. I have exactly the amount of health I need, so it should be fine.
Yep. Unless you do the bomb in a weird spot.
Well,
yeah.
Then I'm gonna die anyway, so...
Exactly, then it doesn't matter.
Anyway, cancel the fall damage there. I usually dupe the red key so I don't do that cancel, but now that I didn't get the red key, you get to see that trick as well then.
Yep. This time it worked.
And also, for new players here, just hold left.
Yeah, this was such a scary jump when playing casually. At the very end of the level.
Now we are gonna break the level quite a bit. So, first of all, ignore the first thing here. It's gonna blow you into the spikes, we don't like that.
Same as always.
Second one here, it's gonna blow you into the laser. We don't want that. So
which is even more fun.
And yeah, doing that with two at the same time is actually really difficult. It took me quite a bit of practice to do that.
Yeah, like also you reacted to who is low. Like Belov got damaged, so you had to take damage with Olaf to survive.
Actually talking about the inflation part here.
Okay.
Now I can just run under. Easy. That cycle always works. Now we're gonna break this stage massively, so don't blink.
And we're in the wall.
And we out again. So what happened? Well, I jumped into the wall. I jumped under the wall, so I forced myself under, and then I used the wall down below. Skipping that gap, by the way. Then I used the wall down below to push me out again, so skipping a huge chunk of the stage by doing that combination of tricks. That took so long to actually find a way to do it, but once all the pieces got in there, it just
suddenly
goes by
level is
immediately.
completely broken. Casually, this is a scary level. Takes a long time.
So as you can see, the Lost Vikings definitely have a set of amazing tricks.
Yeah, they have the power of many things, you could say. Just wanted to say, like, the power of, like, it's not really out of bounds, but, like, this off-screen thing. But, well, then it's also item duping. The power of item duping is also pretty strong.
As per usual, we're gonna do things that is definitely not intended for this stage. Didn't miss that is a frame perfect trick, but this one is easy to reset, only costs between 15 and about 15 seconds, so...
This is this run's mark for C2 because auto scroll doesn't die. Oh yeah, the last stage.
Also jumping through a laser again because I didn't get it because lag. I'm used to having no sound, and this is actually one of the places where there's so much lag that I'm messing up the timing. So I actually have to hold down right a bit longer than I'm used to. Anyhow, let's go for it again. There's basically really no alternative to this. This is just so much faster than... That should be better.
You pretty much need a blue and a red key at the end, so if you dupe it, yeah, that's cool.
I didn't get the teleport. Anyway, doesn't cut that much. I just need to swap back now. So now I have a extra blue key, which means we can skip all of this nonsense here. And don't jump too high here, you can definitely die there.
Yep, that electricity likes to kill.
And unusually, here's a stage we're actually not gonna break that much. So, what is that? 1 in all of them? We are not breaking now. So,
It's like it's a single segment pretty much. Like there's also one in the Candy World, like where you also over there going solo where you don't break it much.
Definitely 8-ball. We cannot break that hard either. So
Exactly.
this is one of the few that we are not breaking hard. Next one is also, I guess. We're kind of breaking it.
Yeah, with the duping.
Yeah. It's not gonna look like what you would play it as a casual player. You as in the crowd and not as in...
Oh, well, my runs also look different.
Yes, but you certainly can get the duping.
Oh yeah. Usually.
Taking a damage here for convenience and item management.
Yeah, this part is pretty scary with all the falling fireballs and stunning you. You might drift into the electricity on top and just die.
As long as you're not scared here, then you won't get hit.
Casual level down.
Time for everyone's favorite stage. This one is extremely long, and you can die everywhere, so good luck.
Yeah, good luck to you. Nice duping.
Certainly gonna take that item.
Oh, now you're switching back. Okay, good. Because you can dodge the attacks of them.
Yeah, enemy's
Just
attack does
switching.
not work off screen either, so same idea. I actually don't remember if I need to do the yellow one. It doesn't matter anyway.
Not really,
The
no.
yellow keys are always close. The one that really matters is the red one. The blue key is not really.
Yeah, the
more
red
of
was
a-
just so convenient because it skips
Yeah.
well, quite a long section.
The
about
blue one
ladder
basically
jumping.
saves 2 seconds or so. As you can see, when we get up here, the blue key is basically just to the left, and we are just skipping, going there to the left, so... Whoa.
Wow, huge skip.
Skip the 2 seconds. Huge. I still need a...
Oh, in the end it matters.
I still wanted you for the blue key. Certainly. Speedrunning is about getting all the last seconds, so...
All the frames. Oh well.
Gonna cost 2 seconds or so again. That one is not too bad. Anyway,
No,
these guys
just
are
don't get
annoying.
hit.
Thank you.
Nice. Oh, they are cooperating.
It's so long time since I actually did the blue key for Eric here, so maybe I should just take the save straight off it. You know, saves or cost a second anyway. I'm not supposed to have the bomb on Balrog.
Yeah, the yellow key is not really required for the end. It's, I mean, it's quite close, but you can also die at the end and still pass the level, right?
Actually gonna lose a bit of time here doing some swaps.
Yeah, the red key is the important one here.
Yes.
Exactly. You could see it on the screen on the to the left.
Yeah, so you don't have to jump
But
up there for a while.
Yeah, it's like what? It's like 30 seconds or so to do that ladder platforming.
So I can just get the blue key here. As I said, it's not a big deal. I usually would just jump over there, but with 2 controllers you can basically shoot the arrow for free, so it doesn't even cost anything to do it like that. That's why I just took the safe route of it. Also here, we are absolutely gonna die now.
Die to complete. Ouch. I mean, we didn't see them die, right? They were just...
Nah, they're fine. You can see
yeah, they
they're
were just
fine.
electrocuted a little bit. It was like a muscle relaxation session or something like this.
Yeah.
Before the final boss.
That's the bomb I'm trying to do, but I just never get it, so... Then I have to pick this one over to the right. I get only a minor time save.
Yeah, you could drop them immediately. And just be done with it.
Well,
But yeah.
I'm gonna try and go full fast here. There's certainly some very difficult cycles coming up in the next few moments.
Yep. Like if he can make it, he will have some... Yeah, exactly like this. Like he got in the cycle because Tomato didn't shoot in this cycle, pretty much.
And we make this
he
one
can do free
exactly.
movement.
Now for the more difficult part of the cycle. Have to wait just a slightly bit.
Yep, and the door doesn't matter. Okay, cool. You got him locked. Does it work for 4 times though?
Yeah, 4 times.
Okay, good.
And if you mess up the timing, you just straight up die. So that's always fun.
Yeah, that was extremely quick. Also be ready, get ready with the timer. Or do you time yourself?
I'm with an auto splitter, so
Okay, nice.
they take it off
That
my
will
timer, so
be-
that is totally fine.
That will be soon.
Unless I do something stupid, like shooting him through the floor.
Yeah, that's actually one of the fun things that can happen. Like if you get the timing right. Just fall through the floor instead of going up here. And you can actually overtake him and skip the last fight here. And he just
So-
waves goodbye, and that's GG.
That is time. 54:28. Certainly a good time.
That was quite fast. Holy moly.
Yep, still 1.5 minutes off my time I got yesterday, which was the new record for this category, but this category's record is still quite a bit off from the one with no sound. One with no sound is actually down to 48 minutes, so you saved some 2 minutes of lag time and just not dying and moving faster. There is a bunch of places I just went slow for safety reasons, so or slightly slower than I usually would, because dying costs you 2 or 3 minutes, so a bit scary in a marathon setting. Still, certainly a good time for a marathon run, that's for sure. This was my target was basically sub 1 hour, so I'm certainly happy with 54 minutes and some.
Yeah, certainly a good run. And now we can enjoy the ending sequence where the guys mess up the ship here.
You can see Olaf, he knows how to fly the ship, he didn't just blow it up.
No. I'm sure that wasn't the thing. Not that what he intended, anyways.
So, for those of you that didn't get the story, we were abducted by a tomato we beat here in the end, and now we somehow made it back to our own time. So, the lost Vikings being lost in time.
But now they're back, and they're stronger than ever.
So, certainly this is a game I can recommend. A lot of people when they start running this game get surprised how much speed tech there actually is and how many tricks, glitches, etc. So, it does certainly take some time getting into the game, but especially in the 2-controller version of the category, you always have room for improvement. There's an infinite space for just improving your movement, so that's why...
Also talking... Yeah, sorry, continue.
Yeah, so as you can see here, how many times did I die? 2 or 3 times, so it cost me maybe 2 minutes, and I can still even, just by having better movement, cut 2 or 3 other minutes, at least. So there's so much to gain by just having good movement.
Yep. Also, when talking about categories, and also co-op, as you could see, this was one player playing with 2 controllers. I mean, casually you can also play with a friend or whatever, but in a speedrun you could also I think with the Genesis version, right? 3 players, 2 controller. Sorry, 2 players, 3 controllers.
Well, there's options. 3 players, 3 controllers would also be a very interesting thing to do. So
Quite
actually have one Viking on each person.
Mm-hmm. We should do that at some point.
It would be hilarious, but as you saw, some of the parts where you synchronize floating on Balrog's shield, or Olaf's shield with Balrog, that one
might actually get harder.
That actually gets harder, yes, exactly. So
even more amazing to put it off.
Yes, and somehow me and Mike actually did it with 2 players and 3 controllers, where he was jumping off the shield with Eric. So somehow we succeeded after some save state tries.
Yep. And also not to forget about the second, there's also Lost Vikings 2, which is also a great game. But yeah, I also I played Lost Vikings 1 when I was a kid, 25 years ago or something like that. But only years later I learned there's actually
came out
part.
in 1992, so I believe, yeah, the game is 30 years old by now, so certainly some retro there. And you are certainly one that also plays a lot of retro on Twitch, so certainly consider also Happy Camper, because I'm rarely streaming. The only place I'm streaming if I'm trying to improve Lost Vikings. Happy Camper is more of a variety retro gamer, so
Yeah, variety retro speedrunning.
yeah. What are you actually on right now? It's Golden Sun, right?
Yeah, at the moment Golden Sun, but since I also got accepted to ESA, ESA Summer, I will go for Moonstone also again.
So yeah, Lost Vikings 1 is certainly my main game, and I'm currently trying to learn Lost Vikings 2, but for the marathon I picked my main game, because even being slightly rusty, which I'm not that bad at all, I'm not that rusty right now, but even with rust I can still pull off nice runs in this game, so this is my go-to game for having impressive runs.
Thanks for the shoutouts.
And yeah, there's also still things and glitches that I didn't show off in the run, but you have some out-of-bounds things, you have some magnets being funny. If you have a girder and having two magnets at the same time, the girder goes insane, so there's still fun stuff to explore even out of the glitches we saw on this. So I think we will be slowly signing off here so they can prepare for the next game. Any end notes we want to talk about the game, because as you said, Lost Vikings 2 also a great game, and some of the things are horrible in Lost Vikings 2, such as ledges. Some things are amazing, such as the dash. Eric has a much better dash in Lost Vikings 2, and that is one of the things you're kind of missing when you're playing Lost Vikings 1, I can tell you that.
Yeah, it is insane. The movement tech in Lost Vikings 2 is like everyone has a movement tech then. And here it's pretty much only Eric. And not like a whole much. So yeah.